today I'm going to be showcasing my version of the theater. I'll place one down right now, and I'll show you the difference between. And the way I went for it is kind of like a robbery. So this is what it looks like now. I completely revamped it, made it look like it's destroyed, hanging off. This fell down, and this fell down, so that made this fall down. And because, like, see, I'm going to tell you the story. So this is going to be weird, but yeah. So what happened was, one of these cars, I think it was this one, was driving along here, getting ready to strike. There was a white car in front of him, so we decided to push him into the window, and that caused vibrations on the stand things. And two of them fell down. Luckily, there was people to support it. I tried to make a ladder, but a very strong ladder. If I can hold that up. As you can see, like okay, never mind. And like, so it kind of just crashed down onto this car. Not that much though. And he made the car go into here, caused the vibration. Now the car's stuck. It got squished a small bit. So yeah. And then what I thought the story was would be if I can get fade on. Like my side of the story. So they heard that happened, and then a bunch of police came. They circled the place with these barriers. You see, I used a lot of barriers this time. I also used these things to make sure like the structure is not going nearby any citizens. And then when we go in here, this is like the bit where you'd pay to get your ticket. Like say like this is a cinema, right? Is it, you know, like how and then you'd go over here. See that? That is a fake. This is what I like. What I did in the story is that is a fake vault. Has nothing in it. So, but the people that robbed the place knew that, so they used that as a distraction to make the cops think that they're over here. And then, if you go in here, there's the cinema room, lined up with C4 on the seats and on the thing, because it's terrorist slash gang slash robber slash baddies. And then if you come up here, this is the bit where you'd enter, since there's no other entrance apart from the back, which I'll show you the back. But if you entered here, right, this is my imagination, there'd be a tripwire. This would be set off with all the others. Okay? Get me? And then this car got flipped over because a car ran in, as you can see. Not very great placing with these. I don't really know how to place these, but so a car came racing through, banged into that, hit the wall, drove all the way over here, hit these two barriers, went over here, and drove off. My like type of scene is if they leave the area just the slightest bit to here, it means they've escaped. And that's like the tour of the building. I'll show you what's going on around back here. So they were taking the ATMs. Like there was a truck here that was lined up here with ATMs on it. There was an ATM lying down here. There's two ATMs getting ready to be stolen. This car had the ringleader in it, however you call it, and then they tried to escape. Cops ran in. Oh, that car tipped over, rammed this car into the truck that had all the gang members in it, flooding so they could carry all this ATMs to here. And then, yeah, so that's like the outside of it. And then later on when they found out those hostages, because there was a movie going on at the time, so there'd be hostages as well. They found out those hostages and they're heavily armed gang members. So they bring 3 SWAT cars, SWAT trucks, SWAT vans, I don't know what you call them. All I know is you call them SWAT vans, cars, things, thingy-majigs. And then I'll show you the selection of cars that I chose to use in this. So these 4 here that are lined up are on the PD, whatever they FPD, Fortnite Police Department. Fortnite FPD, Fortnite Police Department. And so they're all lined up. So these are there, and then I used these 2 cars. I used this one as a citizen car because there's only one. I wasn't aiming for like a whole crowd of cars. This is the gang member car, like the traditional gang member car. So that's the selection of cars that I used. I also used a few trucks. So this car, actually I have to go back over here to tell you what. So this is FBI. I know I said police department, but this is my FBI. This is the just regular the police department car. This is an undercover car. I chose blue because, wait, do I see 8-ball in there? I see 8-ball, bro. Yeah, so this is an undercover car, and the undercover car was just reporting to another scene, and then it saw this truck full of the ATMs just driving out the scene through the middle of the road, and it decided to take a turn, very, 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 very risky turn. Could have tipped over. Ended up doing this, woo, 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 and then crashed into it head on, made it tip over. The guy's dead. Just saying. All these got taken out, and this guy got away somehow. Lucky. Yes, this place has technically been locked down. Oh yeah, I forgot to show you. These are my SWAT helicopters. I designed them myself. Not this, but I designed like how the ropes would come down. I designed them on 2 spots. So I designed a bit here and I designed a bit there. I couldn't be bothered doing both sides because it just seemed like a waste of time. And then you can see like the different styling between that and that. But if I put everything back together, it looks so much different. I also made this bigger. As you can see, it's only 2 wide. And there's hardly anything in there, so I did the indoor. So yes, and that. As you can see, it's not great. Mine's not great, but it's certainly better. There's a few things coming out of the wall, which annoys me because I can only get things in place if they're coming out the wall at that point. Because it wasn't like even the way I placed it. So it's like, do you know like a spot where like you place it there, and then you'd have to be like, oh never mind, and it'd be like wonky. So it'd be like this would be here, and then if I do this, it'd be like that, if you know what I mean. They certainly took the L anyways, but yeah, so it'd be like this, like, you know what I mean. So yeah, and then Yeah, I added this because it was in the gallery. I used a lot of the gallery, and I just grew it. I didn't like think what it was, to be honest. I just thought it looked cool on like the building. I didn't add any like these gorgles, whatever you want to call them, lions, horse / llama neck long bat thing, and this man that no one likes. Yeah, I didn't really put. I'm not saying this is not like much effort. I put good effort into this, but I just wouldn't say I could have done better. I could have done more styling on like, cause look, this just kind of blank. Actually, that's not meant to be there. So you can see it's just kind of blank when you had to look up. And plus, like, what the hell? I couldn't fit anything like here, so I took DJ decks table above, and I put them below here. So like, they come from the van. Wait. So they come from the van and run up here. This I'm talking about the spot here. They'd push these tables down so they could slide down them like this. Run down here, get the horses out of here by making them climb up here. It's not climbable, but it's just my mind. And then they'd run down here and get to safety. That was what I was thinking of it. And yeah, that's my showcase of the gang member / robbery thing. ATM robbery, let's just say that. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and see ya.